So as far as butterfly timing is concerned, it's all determined by your kick tempo. And I think this is pretty interesting because I don't necessarily know if sometimes that's always taught on the fundamentals on like an age group program, because when you're teaching a kid how to swim butterfly, a lot of times there's like the survival fly stage when you're like 8, 9, 10 years old, where no matter, like, you might be dealing with a young girl swimmer who doesn't have a ton of upper body strength. When her swimming butterfly is more like one arm coming out and one arm coming in, and it's just more of like she's just trying really hard to complete the stroke versus wondering what the technique looks like. And that's due to two reasons. One, the kick tempo is most likely off. And two, she just doesn't have enough upper body strength, or he, to complete the stroke well right now. Because if you've dealt with a swimmer like that, or you have a swimmer that looks like that, there's going to be a change when they gain more strength, which is normally around puberty, that you'll see a big significant change in butterfly technique due to the fact that nothing changed besides their physiology of them growing up and maturing as a person. So when I coach my younger ones, because I have a group of like 10 to 12-year-olds, what I try to come at when I talk to them about butterfly is making sure that they're always constantly kicking and the kick never stops, versus trying to work on the arms or get them out of maybe the one arm throw and the half throw that's kind of lagging behind. So that way they're thinking about butterfly kick as their metronome, or kind of the beat of the entire butterfly stroke. They work up the leg strength like that, obviously, if they're continuously dolphin kicking. It takes the emphasis so much out of how good does my butterfly look right now, versus am I working hard, am I consistently kicking, and where is my like intention and thought there. So last month we discussed the dolphin kick, butterfly kick. It's the fastest kick out there, and it's responsible for up to 80% of your short axis speed. So in breaststroke and butterfly comes from the kick. So the kick is really important. In fly, you get 2 kicks per stroke. You get one up at the top when your hands enter, up at the very beginning of your pole, and then you have one about 2/3 of the way down the pole, equal to a swimmer's belly button or so. If you look at those 2 kicks, the second one is definitely the most important, and it's normally the one that's forgotten the quickest. I was a 200 butterflyer, as I said at the very beginning of this presentation. I did not have a second kick. I had maybe like a little baby second kick, and I was convinced that my stroke was the way my stroke was. And any coach that tried to like implement a second kick didn't know what they were doing. So there are some people that can get away with really not having like a great second kick, and they do a really prominent first kick. But the problem is it does mess up with your stroke timing, and it also doesn't necessarily allow you to get into a flat body alignment, which we'll see is kind of one of the biggest keys to a great butterfly. Because no matter what, you're going to have to raise the body up to get a breath in butterfly. But you want to make sure that after that, you get the body back down. And I always felt like from a 200 fly perspective, everybody's going to end up in that position where they're kind of crashing against the water and raising up, and there's a lot of resistance. But it's how long can you prolong that position from A, happening so you can recover from it well, and then B, once you get there, how distinct is that position?